Hi, everyone. Welcome back. This is Vince of vinceprep.com, and I am honored and delighted today to have a guest. I'll be speaking in just a moment with Taiki. He's a very successful applicant. I'll let him tell you his story about where he applied and where he's going to go and why. But this is the happy season of the year, which is spring, where we get to reflect back on the process of applying and take stock in all the wonderful opportunities that have opened up for people like Taiki. So let me hand it over and say as much as you like, and we'll keep this conversational.
Sure. Thanks for the introduction. I'm Taiki. I'm now based in Tokyo, but previously had experience abroad in the US and in France. Just to get things clear, I applied. I'm going to Stanford Graduate School of Business, MBA. Great program, great weather, great city. Other than that, I applied to Wharton, Columbia, Yale, and also I applied to two policy schools, Harvard Kennedy School and Princeton Woodrow Wilson School, which I got an offer as well.
And you got a Lauder offer, I think, too, in there.
Exactly. So Wharton. For Wharton and the schools I mentioned, I did get an offer. I went through the Wharton MBA program, which is more concentrated on international aspects and has a language requirement, which is different from just the Wharton MBA program.
Can I put you on the spot? Because we may have some viewers in France. Do you want to just say something in French for 2 seconds? Sorry, totally unfair.
Bien sûr. En fait, j'ai fait mes études en France, à Sciences Po Paris. J'étais vraiment content d'avoir l'expérience en France. Voilà.
Nice. Good job. Sorry about that one. That was a surprise.
No problem.
So you're working in the public sector, and I'll let you say as much or as little about that as you'd like. And maybe more importantly, or more openly, I am always inspired. One of my favorite things is to help my clients think up a goal, why they want a degree. And in your case, in Taiki's case, he came in with a vision already that was very, I think, crystal clear and especially relevant in this era of pandemics and global economic meltdowns. So if you even want to talk a little bit about your current situation or your future, I'd be delighted. And I think the viewers would love to hear about it.
Sure. So not just in my job today, but through my entire life, I've been passionate about my region, Asia, and also helping countries cooperate in this region, whether it's political, economical, or financially. And through this aspiration today in government, I'm working on projects in East Asia, especially based in Japan, helping our region move forward. And in that respect, I wanted an MBA because I wanted to progress in that area and have management and hopefully executive position later on my career, as with both the public and the private sector perspective, which is definitely the most important part of moving things forward in our region today.
You have this beautiful vision that I subscribe to. Asia is my home, probably forever. I've been here almost 20 years, and you talked about having a dream for maybe not exactly an EU style, but someday, hopefully, there'll be a way for Asian economies to be better integrated and to have more of a safety net and to have less volatility in the region, both politically and economically. I thought that was gorgeous. That's something I pray for every day. That would be a game changer.
Yeah, especially in this global pandemic, we noticed that not only is the region has to be integrated politically, but economically and through business as well. We're very linked together in this era. And hopefully volatility has to be reduced in Asia in order for countries to develop more. And because Asia is such a big economic driver in the world as well, at an international level, it's a very crucial point of time for our region and the world.
Yeah, exactly right. I hope we can talk and maybe do another video while you're at GSB as you settle in maybe in the end of your first year or in your second year. But at this moment, pre-departure, what are you looking forward to doing while you're there based on what you visited? And I know you know some people there. What's your image of what GSB experience will be like?
Definitely. So in terms of the hard skill, I'm very much interested in their impact fund, which surprisingly allows students to actually engage in investing um, with faculty and professionals in Silicon Valley. This is the experience in Stanford, definitely, and I'm hopefully to get professional experience with world-class faculty and peers as well. And second, also, I'm very interested in the management or the leadership cultivation experience, especially the touchy feely and other experiences that focuses on developing your leadership style in order to lead different organizations or different teams. Personally, I'm very interested in the way how people manage like different cultures, also different nationalities, because that's one of my core values of integrity and also inclusion inside a diverse atmosphere. So that really matches my goal, and I'm very excited to taking these type of courses.
One of your favorite stories that you shared with me was back when you were in Paris and you worked in
Yeah,
a restaurant.
definitely.
I'll
Yeah.
always
So
remember that. Yeah,
yeah,
tell us about that.
yeah. So during my years in Paris, I worked in a Parisian restaurant, which was a true leadership experience for me. Surprisingly, many people wouldn't regard this as a very sexy or shiny experience, but for me, working with seven different former refugees actually who came to France for a new life, and I was with them managing the restaurant on the floor, which was very very hard because obviously I'm the only university grad with adequate experience. Um, and no, I mean for them it was just like a different total alien. I was a total alien for them, and getting through the barrier, making relations on a personal level, personal attachments was one of my goals, and I think I was able to do this through the 8 weeks experience, and has cultivated me to be able to actually go over these barriers of socioeconomic different status, difference in socioeconomic difference, and has been a key driver for me to actually work with people who have different backgrounds, not just in uh, religion or ethnicity or nationality, but with people in society.
Socioeconomics as well.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Um, I'm an ignorant American, and until I met you, I didn't know much about your university in France. And for those other folks like myself who are sort of uneducated about the
Uh-huh.
wonderful universities that France has, tell us more about the one that you were attending while you were there working in that restaurant.
Sure. So usually it's called Sciences Po Paris. Official name is the Institute of Political Science in Paris. And so this school is a feeder school to French bureaucracy. They have a big institute called ENA, which is École Nationale Administrative, which means to build bureaucrats. Not
So
only
it's
has it,
kind of the Kennedy School of France. It sounds
yeah,
like.
yeah, I would say. Also, so Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, is an alum. Many have been alum of Sciences Po Paris. So but now it's diversified. People go into law, people go into private sector, NGOs, NPOs. It's diversified. But overall, it's a very, very, I would say, it's been historically in the center of French history and French politics and economics.
And what are the, you mentioned at Stanford, you're interested in cultivating leadership and also getting involved in the Impact Investment Fund and just taking advantage of all the resources there on campus. What are the particular things at the Kennedy School that you're looking forward to doing?
Mhm. I'm highly interested in the Belfer Center, as I actually got an offer to work with them, which
Nice.
is a research center really devoted into researching on international politics and international economics, analyzing different events such as U.S. presidential elections and its impact on the world, or other issues such as the effect of COVID-19 on the capital market. So these, I believe, are very, very um, interesting because it does really bridge the private and public. Everyone's getting affected, and this really helps to have a broader understanding of the microeconomic view of the world.
I don't know how much you want to say or how much you don't want to say. I'll let you be the judge. But where do you see yourself in 10 years? My favorite thing of doing this work is getting to meet incredibly talented and smart people such as yourself, and then keeping in touch, to the extent possible as we all get busy. But um, where, looking at from this vantage point in the year 2030, to the extent you want to say details, where would you like to be, either broadly or specifically, and what would you like to be doing?
Mhm. Um, so my keyword is a CEO diplomat, meaning that a diplomat with CEO skill sets from the MBA. So obviously being aware of the political economic dimensions of the world and having the CEO skill set. Um, so in terms of the position in 10 years, I'm not very sure. Of course, as we know, everything evolves. And my experience in Stanford might give me different opportunities that I
Right.
don't expect right now. But I'm expecting to devote myself in public service, especially in my region, working to, as I said, integrate Asia.
Nice. That's fantastic. I guess the final sort of bucket or topic is um, motivational words or
Sure.
advice looking back on the process, particularly the application process.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely. If you allow me, 3 points I would like to make. First is really tell your story from your heart. I think many applicants really get frustrated of trying to adjust themselves to getting into the school and try to make stories that would satisfy the schools. I myself think that's um, kind of waste of time. You should really tell your story from your heart and also reflect. Well, really look back on your life since when you were born, maybe, and then, or maybe even before your parents, about your parents, and then really draw a picture of how your life has been. So that's my first point. Second, really challenge yourself. I believe in the power of opportunities, and I want people to really challenge. I know Stanford Graduate School of Business only has an acceptance rate of 7%. That means 93% of the applicants are unfortunately rejected. But I think that doesn't really show that one does not have chance to enroll. And I believe if you're really motivated, if you want if you want to bid your chance, I think you really need to challenge and take the opportunity and take the time as well to craft your ideas and make the application. And last, I think me myself being a non-conventional applicant, meaning that I don't come from consulting or investment banking, nor a typical role for an MBA. I did get the opportunity to enroll, and I think even if you come from an unconventional background, or if you have different, stories from your life that are different from others, it's really a good advantage. And I believe diversity does really enforce and empower MBAs inside the class. So I believe that even if you come from a non-conventional background or have different experience from others, you should be really um, be happy to share your stories, and that would really help you throughout the process.
That's really great advice, and obviously it worked. So that's fantastic.
Thanks for listening. And as I just said, really challenge yourself. And even if you come from a unconventional background or if you have different stories, please really push yourself to share the story and craft a story. And I hope to see you someday at Stanford.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for taking the time. It's a busy time of the year. Everyone's getting ready for these transitions that are coming up. And for those of you watching, as always, I like your likes, and most of all, if you care to see more videos, it really helps me if you subscribe. That way, the Google bot or the YouTube bot will alert you when new videos have been posted. I love making these videos every chance I get, and I especially love the chance to connect with clients and former clients to hear about their stories and their journeys. So that's all for now, and best of luck with your applications and whatever it is that you're working on. Bye for now.